Welcome to Phicorp.
Hi, my name's Quest and I'm the founder of phicorp. Phicorp was founded on one basic principle, and that is to map out the Fibonacci sequence in the human body. This is something I started very early in my career, and over time it has garnered many opportunities. And it's because of this project that I've been a core member of other startups just like this. I understand that mapping out the Fibonacci sequence is very far-fetched, but this app does more than just that. Many of these metahuman style apps, they're not actually making a profit. In fact, they're burning money. It's the middleman, the API that they're spending credits on. That's the person that's actually making a profit here. Because there are actually thousands of these metahuman style apps that are trying to spin a profit off of these APIs, but many of them are failing, and the only person that makes a profit at the end of the day are the APIs, and that's what I plan to do, is be that middleman. So what makes me any different from these other middlemen? Well, I think it's important to note that the first half of my career was in making 3D characters, so I have a lot of experience in this sector. Something that I always found difficult was in creating likeness for characters. This is because likenesses are very specific, and something that this tool helped accomplish was to easily do that. But this made it only easy for me locally, and to share this product, I had to make it available on the web. This separates me from other competitors because it's very lightweight. But what about the competitors that are also on the web? A good example of this is Avatar SDK, an API that we used at Dreamium. This allowed users to scan their face and generate 3D avatars in our app. The problem is that most users are not actually willing to do this. Most users don't feel secure in scanning their face and generating 3D avatars. So this is not a target audience. What you actually want is people that are willing to do this. People that are creators that are using other people's faces, such as famous people or things like that. This is why it's important to be a middleman like Avatar SDK. The problem with Avatar SDK was its malleability. It's not really an editor, it's really just an API. So users upload images and they just get 3D models back, and there's not much you can do after that. In addition, the topology was not really good for creators. What this means is that it's a really good middleman for companies like Dreamium, who want to make social apps and things like this. And it can be used as well for creators, but it's not really designed well enough for them. What phicorp aims to do is bridge that gap. We want to be a web editor that creators can willfully use and then edit on the fly. And it also needs to be lightweight. It needs to be something that you can do quickly and then bring into other hardcore editors. In other words, we want to be both an API and a web editor. This is a huge market that, if done correctly, can stand toe-to-toe with other huge players like ZBrush, Maya, or Blender. In the past, this project has actually gotten quite a few people used the product. Although it's not exactly popular right now, it has turned a lot of heads in the 3D community. That being said, I am a one-man team, and that's why I'm looking for help. So far, phicorp is already running in functional API. It just needs the bells and whistles. In other words, you're investing in something that's almost ready to go. In fact, I would say that it's already ready to go. It just needs full-time employees. It's not just an idea, it's something that's already in use and just needs to be spruced up a little bit. That's why I'm asking for your help to make this a full-time project, something that I can do every day, all day. I hope that this piqued your interest, and I look forward to speaking with you. And welcome to phicorp.